guys, Matt here, to do a review, horror review if you will. It's about 4 a.m. right now, Friday, and I just got back an hour or so ago from the midnight showing of the Friday the 13th remake. It's the first ever midnight showing I've been to because I work midnight shifts, and I really wanted this movie to be good, and it was just decent. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. There were some good parts and bad parts, which I'll obviously get into on my review in this review. So yeah, I went out to the midnight showing in my "What Would Jason Do" T-shirt. I have a Friday the 13th T-shirt as well, but I just decided to go with this one. There was only one other person got in the mood like I did, I guess you could say, and he came in a friggin' Jason costume, which was actually pretty cool. Let's talk about cast here. The only notable faces that I know are Jared, don't know how to say his last name, but you people will know. I know him from House of Wax Remake, which wasn't that bad to me. He's also in Supernatural, which a lot of you people will know him from, and he was in Crywolf as well. Jared, don't know his last name. And another familiar face that I've noticed was Ryan Hansen, who played Dick Casablancas on Veronica Mars. He is in this as well. And then you have the nice girl who just plays it nice with the guy that they meet. You got the other two girls, which are basically you know, the random whores that get naked and have a lot of sex. Stereotypical characters, the black guy and the Asian guy, for obviously comic relief. The beginning of the remake here basically starts off right where the first original 1981 left off. And basically it has a reenactment of a young girl and Jason's mom, who is played by, I don't know her name, but it's definitely not the original woman, Betsy Palmer. It's not her. It basically starts off with the young lady and the older lady, who's supposed to be Jason's mom in this one, I guess, basically saying, "Oh, Jason wants me to kill you, whatever, you know that score," and she proceeds to chop off Jason's mom's head with a machete. And apparently, then she runs off, and apparently little Jason guy, or little Jason, who's a kid now, witnessed the whole thing, and he runs up and hugs his mom's dead body and then carries her off, I guess. And so now we're many, many years later, where Jason's all grown up, and we see the first set of kids, or campers, if you will, that are going to camp out at camp where the old camp used to be, Camp Crystal Lake. And since none of the main characters you know from the trailer are in this, you pretty much can tell that all these motherfuckers are gonna die. Okay? Of the first wave of kids. And basically what they're doing there is they've heard that out near Camp Crystal Lake there is a huge, huge amount of pot being grown. And they are purposely taking a trip out there just to find that pot and sell it. What they do find is pot, and I'm guessing it's Jason's pot, because when they find it, he's none too happy and slaughters them all. This first little group, you know, there's some sex and stuff like that, and you know, whatever. But there's a very inventive sleeping bag scene. They really like going back to the sleeping bags, don't they? Because if you remember the sleeping bag scene from Jason X, that was just one of my all-time favorite scenes from Jason X, the sleeping bag scene. And this is a new, different killing via a sleeping bag, and I liked it quite a bit. So anyway, they find their pot. Jason's pissed off. He kills them using the old ways and the new inventive sleeping bag way, I guess you could say. And by the way, Jason in this is fucking macked out, yo. He's not the old Jason, you know, where the assailant is running and screaming and tripping and then getting back up. No, Jason's he's running full speed at your ass, and he will catch up to you real quick. And when he's swinging his fucking machete, he's not doing the little, oh, chop, chop type of shit. He's just bringing it down like a fucking powerhouse. And that's one of the definite things I liked about this. He starts off as, the guys over at Dead Pit say, tater sack Jason, where he just got a tater sack over his face, and he later on in the movie moves to a hockey mask that he finds in the attic after dispersing with a person in the attic. All those killings for the first group of kids, it fades to black, and then it fades in with the Friday the 13th title. And that's when everyone proceeded to clap and go woo in the theater, which I thought was kind of cool. Then we go to a couple weeks later. I think it's a couple weeks later. It's a certain amount of time later, but not too far away. And in comes Jared, our main character, basically, searching for his sister who was in that first group of kids, looking for the pot. And he's going around with these flyers, missing person, have you seen it? And that's when he runs into this car full of kids where he meets up with a car full of kids that he will be with throughout the rest of the movie, being chased around by Jason. Now I'm going to do something weird here. There's no way I can fit this into one part. That's just plain and simple. I'm going to stop it here, and we're going to go on to part 2. The reason I'm doing 2 parts is I got a little carried away, I guess, on time. 10 minutes or under 11 minutes is ridiculous to begin with. And I definitely want to get my opinion out about this movie for the other people that are really interested in what I thought. So up next, I'm going to be doing the pros and cons and stuff like that I thought, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it. And so stay tuned.